Welcoming my dear students, welcome my dear students back. This is Osama Kashwa, your teacher, and I'm going to talk today about the marketing on Chat 1616. Directly I will share the screen, then we will go to what we came for. Let's see here. Yeah, okay, screen shared now. That's fine. Perfect. Okay, so here we are having in chapter 16 some aspects about the marketing. And I will talk first about what do we mean by the promotion. The word promotion, what does it mean? The attempt by marketers to inform, persuade, and remind consumers and industrial users to engage in the exchange process. Marketing or promotion is always trying to assimilate the markets, to move the sales forward, to increase the sales, to let the others know about your product, to let the others know about what you are producing and when they can get your product, to let the others know about the qualities of your product. It's a promotion, it's like all the aspects regarding how to increase your sales from this product. Differential advantages or competitive advantages, a set of unique features of a product that the target market perceives as important to better than the competitor's features. So, what makes you unique? What makes you unique? Then I will move to a slide 6 and we'll check out what are the promotional goals. What are the promotional goals? They are creating awareness because I want to let the people know about my product. I want to let the people know about it, getting consumer to try products, sometimes even through the sampling. Like you see in perfume shops, they put small samples of the perfumes in the sense, so that people like get to know what is it, how it smells like. Providing information about the product, keeping loyal customers. Whenever you are always on a contact with your customer, that makes him more loyal to you and to your products. It makes the consumer needs to always be with you. He does not want to change you or change your product with another alternate. Increasing the amount and frequency of use, that's fine. And the final point is identifying target customers. So I will know who are my upcoming customers. So this important is very important, which is promotional goals. We'll go after this to slide number 8, and we will talk here about elements of promotional mix. To use promotion right, we need to do four things. Advertising is very important for the people to know about your product. Public relation, which makes a good image about your products. Personal selling, in which you have a direct contact, two ways contact with your consumer, because here the consumer, if he's having a question, then you will answer the question on the spot. On the spot, you won't wait. You will answer all the questions of the consumer on the spot. Sales promotion also is the fourth elements of the promotional mix. We'll move forward now to slide 11. This is very important. Types of advertising. We have a product advertising, which you advertise for your own product. Comparative advertise compares the company's product with competing names named products. So you compare your products with the other companies or the other products similar in the market. Reminder advertising, you always keep your product in the minds of the people so that the people will not forget it. Used to keep product's name in the public's mind. So from a time to time, you will do a reminder advertising. Institutional advertising creates a positive picture of a company and its ideals. Advocacy advertising takes a stand on a social or economic issue, also called grassroots lobbying. Okay? So this is the advocacy or advocacy. So, okay. Now we'll go to slide number 13. What are the advertising medias which we usually use? We usually use the newspaper, the radio, the direct mail, the television, the magazines, the outdoors, and the internet. Newspaper is widespread, but television is more widespread. Now, recently, the internet is used more. Radio, yeah, may be widespread as well, but it's not like the television because it's only audio, but television is video and audio in the same time. Magazines is limited because for a limit kind or a prospective kind of consumers. Those are the advertising medias, each of them. Then we'll move into uh, slide 23, which here, yeah, okay. We have two kinds of regulation for advertising. We have self-regulation and we have federal regulations. Self-regulations is the way the advertiser will like adjust his advertise based on his experience, based on the rules of the industry. But federal regulation are those who comes imposed by the government and they regulate the advertising industry. Uh, the personal selling. What is the personal selling and its importance? Also, this from the main points which we want to talk about. If I say personal selling means one on one, like as example, I come to you in your place and I have the goods or the services, and I start explaining to you, demonstrating about its advantages, about how it's good for you. So all this we say the personal selling. The point in the personal selling that it is life means if you have any question regarding the product, any inquiries, so the salesman will respond to you back and will tell you all the answers for all your wonderings or your interrogations, whatever it is. Provide a detailed explanation of demonstration of the product. Message can be varied according to the motivations and interests of each prospective customer. Can be directed only to the qualified prospects. Costs can be controlled by adjusting the size of the sales force because it's limited in the sales force and the people who are working on the sales. Considerably more effective than other forms of promotion in obtaining a sale and gaining satisfied customer because the customer, if he's having any questions and you reply to him, then he will be satisfied about your own product. He will be very well satisfied. And this is the point. Okay, now we'll go to opportunities in sale to the wholesaler because we sell to the wholesaler or to the agents or to committees. These are where we sell. What about the selling process? The first one is prospecting and qualifying. Just check out who's your customer. Approaching customers. You try to reach the customer yourself. So first, I will decide my target of the customers on step one. Step two, I'm getting closer to the customers. Step three, in the personal selling, I will start like I will introduce myself and then I will present. I'm coming to you to sell for you this glass. And actually, this glass is very high qualified, very high quality. It's having the ISO standard, ISO 9001 for the quality standards. And then I will start like discussing the advantages of the product which I am coming for. Then handling objections. So if the client, as example, told you, no, 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 I had here before one of these glasses and it has been broken. No, you are not telling me the truth. You just want to sell it to me. Then you will handle the object. You will handle the object. So you will start to answer him. No, maybe the glass was broken because you put in it items that's so hot and this caused the glass to be broken or whatever. So you start to put justifications, and reasoning for any questions headed to you by the client. Closing sales. So at the end, you will start to talk about the sales, and he will talk with you about, you might come to agreement about what you will sell for him as a personal salesman. And there might be negotiations about the prices, about the quantities, about time of delivery, all this. So you will come through all these steps. Follow-up sales. Not it doesn't mean that you sold to the customer and you convinced him and answered his objections and you presented and demonstrated before all this. It doesn't mean that this is the end of the selling process. No, we have also following up. The following up sales means you check out your customer, how far he's satisfied about the product which you produce for him, how far he is satisfied. Is this product was good for him enough and got to him the maximum utility which he needed, or if there is any comments for him about your product, so you can put it in consideration and you notify the management with it so they can put it in concern in the following production or in the following upcoming sales. So the selling process, if I tell you the selling process is end with the closing sale, this is wrong. This is step number 5. We have 6 steps. So no, the selling process is ended with follow up the sales. Very important this. Okay. Now we'll go to 33. What do we mean by the word public relation? Public relation. Actually, public relation means how is your image on the eyes of your society? How you looks like? So public relation, you're trying through the public relation department in your organization or in your company, you're just trying to make a good image, create a good image about yourself, about your product, about your company. So this is called the public relation. Any communication or activity designed to win goodwill or prestige for a company or person. So anything, any activity you will do is through the public relation. As example, if you went for donation, and donation got no hand with the business, there is no relationship between the donation and the business. Donation you are sacrificing with money, you see, but this build a good relation that this guy is here. Hey, this guy is here not only for picking up money and making money from the business. No, this guy is there because he feels he's a part of the society and he's doing charity works, donation works. He's helping the society. This is the public relation. Publicity. What about the publicity? Information about a company or a product that appears in the news medias and is not directly paid for the company. So this is also one of the points which is the public relations is. Uh, Functions of public relation. What are the main objects of the public relations? This is very important as well. It's press relations. I'm trying to make a good relationship with the public. Product publicity. Through my good name, my product will be known famous because my company is doing well. Corporate communication. Also, communication between my company and all around me. Public affairs, good relationship with the others. Lobbying, employer and investor relation, a good relationship for every part. Crisis management, it's very good when there is situation, bad situations around me. So this will help me, still will help me. After that, the promotional mix means the tools which I will use for promotion. It depends upon what? It depends upon the factors which affect or the the factors or the variables that affect the promotional mix. They are the nature of the product, market characteristics, available funds, how far I have funds, is it okay? Or I have little bit fund, I won't be able to make a very good promotions. Push and pull strategies. And here we will go to the push and pull strategies. Very, very important. Okay. The push strategy, the consumer buys from the retailer, and the retailers promote to consumer, and the wholesalers promote to retailers, and manufacturer promotes to wholesalers. So it goes like this: orders to manufacturers. It goes here from the manufacturer to the wholesaler, and from wholesaler to retailer, and retailer to consumer. Okay, so the orders is coming through the wholesaler in the push strategy. It goes from the wholesaler to the manufacturer. But here in the pull strategy, manufacturer promotes to consumer, consumer demands products from retailer, retailer demands products from wholesaler, wholesaler demands products from the manufacturer. So we can see here that the start itself is the manufacturer promotes to the wholesaler, the second one in the chain, but here he promotes to the consumer directly. And watch out the orders. In the push strategies, the orders are coming from the wholesaler to the manufacturer. But in the pull strategy, the orders are coming. Those coming from the wholesaler, okay? So the manufacturer promotes to the consumer himself. What are the new trends in promotion? What are the new trends in promotion? Growth of internet advertising, the application of technology, and guerrilla marketing. Guerrilla marketing is a proactive effort to spread positive word of mouth. Means you would say good words about the product, and these good words will go to another person. So without paying for advertising, the product itself, when the people talk about it, this is a very big promotion. Word of mouth information and to encourage product usage. This is the thing. Just here, I want to make sure back that everybody understand the strategy, the push and the pull strategy. Push means that you push the promotion or the sales or your product from the manufacturer to the wholesaler to the retailer to the consumer. But here, the demand is coming from the consumer himself directly. Demand is asking, the consumer is asking for the product. But he asks the retailer, and the retailer will ask the wholesaler, and the wholesaler will ask back the manufacturer. That's what we call push and pull strategy. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you. Welcome, my dear students. This is chapter 17, using technology. Using technology. And I will share the screen just now, and I will move on forward into chapter 17. Yeah. And then we have some pages only here, like page 3, I believe page 3. What do you mean by the information technology or the IT? The information technology is the equipment and techniques used to manage and process information. Then we go to page 5. Information management information system. We use always to hear this word, and we have even some specialization, some colleges, commerce colleges, about the management information system. So it provides information about a firm's operation, provides managers with information needed to make decisions because the technology must help in making decision because making decision, as we said before, is the core function of the management. Help managers categorize and identify ideas that result in operational and cost benefit. So those are the three main aspects. We'll go after that to slide number 7, where we want to know what about the computer networks. We have LAN, local area network, connects computers on one site. This is called LAN. So the LAN in the work is connecting the computers on one site only. But WAN, wide area network, connects computer at different sites. So LAN for one site, connecting the computers on one site, and WAN is collecting the computers on different sites. Then we'll go to slide 17. We have some points important here. Yeah, this is the accounting system, account automation system, or office automation system. So I have the facts, the things which is on the office now, and it has been taken making decisions, and in the same time it's automated, it's not manual. We'll find the word processing, cell phones, PDA, wireless email, voicemail, office automation, electronic bulletin, faxes, emails, department scheduling, and pagers. Those are used widely, even everywhere. Any organization you can see, even the hospitals, the companies, they use all of this, or they use some of them. And of course, each one of them is having a special purpose. Like if we go back as example, uh, like emails as example is used when it's not very urgent. When it's not very urgent to use the emails. Pagers are used to call you. Sometimes it's used to call the hospitals, the doctors in the hospital, and nurses to go a particular room or to check out. Office email, if you didn't find someone, we know the voice email, the voicemail, when we don't find someone and we need to leave a message for him. The faxes are used, yes, to send the information from one place to another place through the fax or through the phone. Equipment attach it to the phone and it helps for transmitting, for the transmission of the document. We'll go now to 21. So here is the crimes of using the computers there and how you have to protect it. Unauthorized access and security breaches, software piracy like the hackers and those which we hear about, deliberate damage to equipment and information, computer viruses and the scams. Those are the computer crimes and problems nowadays. I shall end here this chapter now. Thank you so much. Hello, my dear students. Welcome. This is chapter 18, the future of business. And this is how we will use the financial information for making decisions. This is 18. So, first of all, I will use the financial accounting. Let's go to slide number, let's say, slide number 5. We have to know the principles of the accounting. We have the accounting and we have the managerial accounting. And my dear students who studied with me the managerial accounting, they know what I'm talking about here. So, but I will talk like I didn't talk before about it. So the accounting is the process of collecting, recording, classifying, summarizing, reporting, and analyzing financial activities. So you record it. You record the transactions that happened in the past. You don't record transactions that will happen in the future. Okay. You don't forecast here. You depend on recording the events that happened in the past. Okay. But managerial accounting is using what the accounting get out, like the outputs of the accounting system, into make decisions. So managerial accounting, accounting that provides financial information that managers inside the organization can use to evaluate and make decisions. So the managerial accounting, even from the name, it's accounting, but accounting is used for managerial purposes, means the output of the accounting system is used in the managerial accounting to give information, analytical information, so that the management can make decisions. And this is the core, the difference between them. Accounting does not make decisions. Accounting give information through the managerial accounting, which take this information and give to the management, the board of directors, so they can make decisions. Also, we'll go to slide number 10. We have the financial statements. As you know, the financial statements are the balance sheet, the income statement, and the statement of cash flow. And will be a video here to show each one of them and the content of each one of them for enriching your knowledge. We have public accountants and private accountants. Uh, the public accountants, like you see, independent accountants who serve organizations and individuals on a fee basis. But private accountants employed to serve one particular organization. These are the difference between both of them. The 6 steps of the accounting cycle, like you see one. Step one is to analyze the business transactions. Step two is to record the business transactions already in the journal. Step three is to shift from the journal into the ledger account. Step four, the trial balance, conduct the trial balance. Step five, prepare financial statements and management reports from account data. Speci- Step number six, analyze the reports for making decisions. So those are the steps of the accounting cycle. The steps of the accounting cycle. Now, what do we mean by the word balance sheet? The balance sheet consists of the assets and liabilities and the owner's equities. And I will show you a video here about the balance sheet. So we'll have a video here about what do you mean by the asset, by the balance sheet. We have also the assets. We have current assets, fixed assets, intangible assets. The current assets are those who start in figure of cash and return back to cash within 360 days, which is the commercial business year. So it starts to go from cash into securities to inventory, then inventory will be sold and we will get cash back and the cash. So from cash into cash within 1 year. Fixed assets are those assets which are we have this as like the buildings, the land, the machines. We have it at the start of the project. Its cost is so high. The frequency of buying these assets is very low. And the main important part in the fixed asset is that you don't buy the fixed assets to sell it back, but you buy it to generate profits, like the machines, the building. Okay. And also, the fixed assets is fixed means it's similar. It does not change. It does not change the fixed assets on the long or the short on the short run, but maybe a little bit difference or change in the long run. But usually on the short run, it doesn't change. Intangible assets is like this intangible assets, tangible assets, this one is things which you cannot touch it with your hand, like the patents, the copyrights, the trademarks, the goodwill of the company. Okay. Liabilities, we have also, like we have assets, we have liabilities, current liabilities and long-term liabilities. And actually, you will have a video about the managerial accounting, including the all the statements, the three statements. Okay. The owner's equity equals always, okay. Owner's equities will equals assets minus liabilities. We have also ratios for any organization that is, we said that it helped the organization for getting profit. Thank you so much. This was chapter 18, and we'll go now to 19. Thank you. Welcome, my dear students, back to the most important points of chapter 19 in our curriculum, chapter 19. And we'll go directly to chapter 19 and see the most important points. Here we go. On chapter 19, understanding the money and the functions of the money. What is the money? What do we mean by the money? And what are the functions of the money? So we'll go here to page 4. Characteristics of money. What are the characteristics of money? Scarcity, because it's not in everyone's hand. It's not something that is abundant, you know. Scarcity means rare. Durability and portability. It's a portable, you can carry it. Divisibility can be divided into parts. $1 can be divided into 4 quarters. This is the meaning of, okay. We'll go now to slide 5. The functions of money is very important. A medium of exchange, so that I need something and you need another thing. And we both need each other. What I'm having, you're missing. And what you're having, I'm missing. In the past, it used to be done through the barter system. But now with the existence of money, we can do it through the exchange. So the money is a medium of exchange because it replaces the goods in the barter system. Standard of values, yes, because it's the main standard for the values of everything. It's like an indicator. Store of value, yeah, in its own self. So you cannot store some things, like if you have tomato and you want to uh, um, switch with someone who's having, as example, coconut. Yeah, coconut can be stored, but the tomato will never be stored. But when you have money and you pay in figure of money, money can be stored. Nothing will happen to the money. It can stay a long time. Nothing will happen to it. But the tomato, it will be spoiled. For that reason, it is a store of value. Also, we'll go to slide number 22, where we find some important points here. Uh, okay, on slide 22, uh, I won't just say here, we have international banking difficulties with international expansion. Uh, the banks are having some problems with the banks when they come to invest in other countries or the expansion. International banks subject to fewer regulations. The banks, okay. Government protects banks against foreign competition and high risk venture due to political and economic uncertainty in the countries which you are going to invest in. Those are the main points. Uh, what are the trends today in financial institutions? What are the trends? Growth of mega financial institution, the first thing. Integration of banking and brokerage and insurance systems. and delivery of services with click and brick system. So we'll go to the first one of them, which is the trends in the growth of mega financial institutions. Nowadays, we had a greater consolidation. We had a creation of larger institution, financial institution, because the world became like a small village. May strengthen the US banking system, but small banks are increasing as well. Banks of nowadays are making integration between them, brokerage and insurance. They are doing those jobs as well. So they are integrating with banks or with brokerage and insurance companies. And this is we find it everywhere. Thank you for watching. Thank you.